1 Samuel 12:19. The people all said to Samuel, "Pray to the Lord your God for your servants so that we will not die, for we have added to all our other sins the evil of asking for a king." The period of the judges is considered a period of uncertainty in the history of Israelite people. From the time they left Egypt to the time they arrived in Canaan and took possession of the land, they had strong leadership and a system of correction and return at times. But after Joshua's death, there was no clear outline of what the next government would be like. It is written about that time that everyone walked in his own way. In a land where there was no one to answer to, the people walked insolently. There were few mechanisms to keep them together. There were not many people who could properly teach or learn the law that God had given. All that was left were the judges whom God raised up from time to time when the people's suffering became severe and cries grew louder. The period of the judges ended when Saul was chosen as king. The people of Israel asked the prophet Samuel, the last judge, for a king. But Samuel was greatly worried by this. He thought that they were asking for a king because they did not recognize his leadership. But Samuel was old, and the people were afraid that if there was no next leader, their enemies would rule over them again. However, instead of praying and asking God to give them a king, they demanded that they be like the surrounding countries, which was against the provision that God had given. They are asking God to forgive them for this sin. We too may have shortcomings in expressing good intentions in the wrong way. But if we pray, God will forgive us. May God bless you.